Welcome to the Intuitive Teacup, my friends. These tarot readings are meant to motivate, empower, and inspire you. Please keep an open heart and an open mind as you watch these general readings, as some material will resonate and some might not. Do have faith it is serving someone out there, and take away only what resonates for you. Please release the rest. Feel free to book a personal reading with me if you would like something catered specifically to your inquiries and energy. That information is down below for you. You are responsible for all actions and decisions and the vibe that you bring to this channel. This is optional advice or guidance, and of course, you will always have free will. Check the box below for my social media links, the decks I use, and more information on this channel. Let's hop into your tarot reading. What's up, Libra? Happy February. Happy Valentine's Day. Welcome to your love and romance tarot spread. I'm going to say it, Libra, you have some really strong cards right out the gate before I've even started reading them. So I'm very excited. We're going to hop in. Sneak peek, you're going to get some messages regarding how can you love yourself more? What do you positively contribute in relationships? What areas in your life need more attention and focus and growth to build stronger relationships? And then who or what is coming into you, okay? Aquarius, sneak peek. Or it could be a timestamp of Aquarius season. Okay, let's hop in though. We're going to start here. So, how can you love yourself more? You have the card of true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. It's funny, when this card flew out, I instantly heard the Madonna song, True Love. I think it's called True Blue. Do you guys know that song? Anyway, something about that may be important. Sometimes we get hits through music and stuff, but True Blue, baby, I love you. I think that has to do with loyalty. As much as you can be loyal and supportive to your partner, I feel like you're being asked to turn that more towards yourself and be loyal to your own set of standards. What you look for in a partnership, it's like, don't break your own rules to satisfy others. Know in your heart what you truly want and what you truly deserve, and don't settle for less. I think that's really important. It seems rather obvious, right? But always good to be reminded. Sorry. Gonna turn off my little ding, but I also feel like that was universe going ding, ding, ding. Yep, that's it. Honor yourself. Stick-to-itiveness about what it is that you want and strive for in love. And for some of you, you have true love with a Capricorn. And obviously I know that's not everybody's message. I'm trying to understand if there's something more with the Capricorn. So it could be a Scorpio or a Capricorn. It may also indicate that you may be going through a transformative period in time in your relationships, whether it's individually or with one of those two zodiac signs. I'm being called to say Scorpio and Capricorn. So there might be true love coming in. Or it might be currently, right? If you're just watching this to see what's down the line, like a wedding, just saying, it might be with your Scorpio or Capricorn. Let's see. Certainly doesn't have to be. Tell me a little bit more. How can Libra love themselves more? You need to love yourself and honor your mental wellness, your healing. There's something about clarity. I'm just hearing words, so I'm sharing them with you. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself at the end of the day. And remember to give yourself that extra dose of love that you're so ready and willing to give all those around you. It really is about focusing it back to yourself. Choose people who contribute positively to your life and don't rock the boat. Don't disrupt your peace of mind, your stability, your clarity. Some of you are just natural light workers and healers. So again, it's saying direct that more towards yourself. And I mean, I'll be honest, this is a card of Sagittarius. It's a card of balance and moderation. So shocker, my Libras, my little scales out there, right? Seek romantic partnership that doesn't tip the scales, right? Everything in balance, everything in moderation. I also think there's a message here that this is Archangel Michael, right? He's the angel of love. So it kind of seems like I can just tell by your cards, something strong is either in your life currently or it's coming in. And I'm not just saying that to paint false promise. That's not what I do here. I have no interest in telling you things that I don't see. I can just tell you have true love with Archangel Michael. You have something that's worth waiting for. You have the Star card. You have a wedding card. You have the Knight of Swords. Like, you have some very strong energy about communications coming in, about the next step in a major relationship, or just getting something off the ground. It seems like you have good energy around you. I think this is saying speak to your angel guides, to whatever you believe in as a higher source, Libra. Don't be afraid to communicate to the divine where it is that you're struggling and seek guidance from that. A lot of you may have a spirit guide who is a Capricorn or a Scorpio or a Sagittarius. It could be a long-lost relative, or do you know what I mean? Someone who's looking over you and giving you wisdom and energy and guiding you on your spiritual path. Yeah, you have like a love angel around you. It's almost like Cupid's arrows. So I don't know. Maybe you're gonna have a nice little Valentine's Day date. I gotta be honest, Libra. That kind of seems like what the message is. Look before you leap. Don't rush into the sack with someone in the heat of the moment because you may regret it later. But you may not. I mean, honestly, I know I don't mean to make this a convoluted message. You need to listen to your heart. You need to listen to what your inner voice is telling you and make sure you are speaking from a higher vibrational place, not out of lacking love or codependency or lower vibration. I don't think most of you are. So I'm here to help you. If you aren't, we'll talk about that later. But for most of you, it's like your guiding light is your intuition, your internal voice, and that's your angels. That's the divine communicating with you. So it seems like a lot of you are chasing a Capricorn. And this Capricorn is playful, witty. I'm getting, they're a jokester. They're a prankster. So maybe not your typical serious, studious Capricorn. There's something very fun and playful about this person. They like to laugh a lot with you. There's some connection that you have with a Capricorn where it's silly. It's a lot of games, but here's the thing. It's not head games. There's peace of mind. There's mental clarity. It's whimsical fun. There's something very like fairy tale or fairy book-esque about something with a Capricorn, maybe a Sagittarius as well, maybe a cusper, right? And if it's not their sun sign Capricorn, it could be that they have a Capricorn, probably not moon, but I don't know. Something about Capricorn or Sagittarius in their chart is very prominent. But that could also be you too, because ultimately that is how can you love yourself more. All right, actually, let's throw some of these down. I love these cards and I always forget to use them and they're so adorable. So these are just some words I'm going to throw at you. How can Libra love themselves more? How can Libra invest more in themselves in a love life? Potential. The littlest keys can open the heaviest doors. And I think that came out in Sagittarius's energy as well in their reading. And then self-care. Tend to your garden. Excellent. I think that's excellent advice. And that's sort of what I was getting from this too. Okay, so what do you positively contribute in relationships? Essentially, this is universe giving you a pat on the back or a high five or however you want to say it. You're an excellent communicator. You speak true. Your words hold a lot of weight and importance. So for me, it's saying if you say you're going to do something, if you say you love someone, you do. It is your truth. You don't mince words. You say what you mean and you mean what you say. And universe is saying, awesome, keep doing that. But also don't entertain people who are not on the same level as you. Don't entertain people who say one thing and do another, who promise you this and never deliver on it. Your word is your truth. Your word is your bond is sort of what I'm hearing. You have partnership on the horizon. And it's also saying to me, I know this sounds a little bit silly, but your love language is quite literally language, right? You are an air sign, which has to do with words and communication. So there's something, if you are single and looking or in a relationship, you're going to know your person loves you with the way they speak to you, whether it's in person or with words. Words are very important. They hold a lot of weight. They matter very much in your personal love language. Now, some people's love language, if you don't know, it has to do more with physical action, what they do, or physical touch for that matter, right? Yours, the substance is in the words. Again, you say what you mean and you mean what you say. That's important. I think you need to make sure you are entertaining romantic partners who are on that level with you, because that is a skill that you have. Your words are very powerful. When you speak to people, it's very profound. It makes a very important impact on them. And then what do you contribute positively in relationships? It says weddings. It's like your wifey material or vice versa, husband material, however you want to say it. And I mean, that doesn't surprise me because you are my 7th house people, right? You are ruled by planet Venus about love and relationships and things of that sort. So it's like you were... I don't mean this to sound condescending, so I hope you guys don't interpret it that, but it's like you were made to be a wife. You were made to be a husband because there's something so valuable in what you contribute, quite literally, to a marriage. I would even say, thinking outside the box, not just romantic partnership, but, business partnership, right? You are a very good counterpart. You are a very good tennis player, right? When you toss the ball, or hit the ball rather, someone tosses it back and you get it, right? You keep conversations going. There's something about you're a good advocate. You're a good person for anyone else to have on their team, be it romantic or business or whatever. But I'm obviously reading for romantic love. So Yeah, you got like wifey vibes around you. So I don't know if that's you or who's coming in or who you're dealing with, but some of you quite literally might be planning a marriage with a Sagittarius or a Capricorn because it seems like you found true love. There's a lot of potential in that relationship as long as you remain true to your own wants and desires and needs as well as your person. But the thing is, I don't have to tell you that, Libra. That's never going to be a thing for you where I'm like, Libra, you're being selfish. For any high vibing Libra, right? If anything, you overcompensate in the other area where you give too much to others. So don't be afraid to luxuriate yourself. Take good care of yourself as well. That's going to be important. And make sure you find someone who is able to do that for you as well. There's a nice yin to your yang there. You may have messages coming in from an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And there's a funny message here too. I'm reading completely intuitively. This isn't like the, whatever structure I was reading for, but there's something about you started to date someone or whatever. I don't know. There's conversation among the family about who you're currently with or again, in the future, who you're going to be with. And they're like, I think this is the one. Like, there's someone around you, it could even be your best friend, may have said, like, I really like that new guy you're dating, right? Like, there's something about you have the approval of those around you. And I'm flat out telling you that's not necessary. If your heart has chosen this person, that's fine. But I think it adds to it all the more that the people you love and trust, people who you do value their input and opinion, there's people around you like, oh my God, like, who is that guy? Like, he's really, or a guy, girl, whatever, right? There's something about you have the approval of friends and family about whoever your romantic partnership is. And so again, if you're single, this might be your message later on, but yeah, I mean, just saying, if you are at all into marriage, and I have a feeling a lot of you are, right? Eventually this could definitely be your story. And I say eventually, but you literally have the timestamp of Aquarius season. So I don't know, get on the apps, get in touch with people from, I don't know, high school that you still have crushes on, or I don't know, so maybe not in Mercury retrograde, but yeah. You do have something good coming in, and there's a lot of strong messages. Again, the words are very impactful and profound. You speak a beautiful love language. This is so cheesy. This sounds like bad poetry, but it easily translates into what the heart wants, and it lands very well with other people. There's no wiggle room for misinterpretation. You say what you mean, and you're very blunt and direct, but that's a skill you have. You shouldn't have to sugarcoat it. You shouldn't have to be soft and nice when you're really angry. You shouldn't have to be like passive aggressive. Like, nope, that's not, because you're not doing that anyway, but don't slip back into that if that used to be a pattern or a fault that you used to have. Anyway, okay, so where do you need to focus more in terms of your growth, to find love, to initiate love, to maintain the love that you have? This is like where you can grow in your individual path. Patience. You need to practice patience. I'm getting that a lot of my Libras are very, very impatient, especially about a connection of the past coming back in, or it could also be if you're with someone and you love them. This is more so the message. You've been waiting for the ring since you were 5 years old, and it's saying it's probably going to get there, Libra. Like, let's just breathe. But you need to be patient, and you need to stop projecting too far into the future of, oh, well, this will make me happy when I have that. That person will make me happy when I have them. You're really being asked to live in the moment and appreciate what you have now. It's not to say everything is perfect and that you are completely satisfied, and FYI, you never will be. That's a very natural, beautiful gift to accept, the knowledge that nothing is ever going to be exactly perfect. Though I could argue that's all about your perspective. You could look around, and I think right now, Libra, you could find many reasons to argue, you know what, though? It's pretty damn close, so I'm going to be grateful for that. This is not a dark, heavy message, and I'm actually relieved because I've given you a lot of those the last couple times around, so I'm not going to make this darker than it needs to be. Your card simply says appreciate what you have now, express gratitude, especially to your angel guide, your gang. Keep manifesting whatever it is that you want. Be specific. Be open to alternative outcomes, though, that are what you need, but not always what you want. The thing is, it's not that you will be dissatisfied, but it may initially contradict what you thought you were headed towards. And the thing is, you have 3 of Cups. That is happiness, that is social energy, that is celebration, that is reunion. So for my Libras out there going, oh, but I want this, I'm not going to get it. No. You're going to be very, very happy, but the details may differ slightly. They may have, blue eyes instead of green. Do you understand what I mean? Manifest with intention and specifics, but again, be open to the universe guiding people in your direction that they think are good for your spiritual growth as well as your romantic growth, essentially, if we want to say that. You're very impatient, and I'm sort of getting the idea of always a bridesmaid, never a bride. Don't make that a thing. Can we just like put that one to rest? Like, it will be your turn when it is supposed to be. Don't compare your life to others. And even that seems very Libra-esque to me, the scales, the me and the them. Don't compare your timeline to others. It's different for a reason. It's different for a very special, important reason that I don't think you always give credit to. You're meant to do something very impactful and profound on your own before partnership becomes I'm hearing the word canon, a constant, a stable, however you want to say it, in your life. Yeah, I mean, this feels so good, Libra. This is one of the best readings I've had this time around, and for you. Areas of growth and focus for Libra. Just be patient, find gratitude in the everyday, and allow things to happen organically. If you've met someone and you're madly in love with them, it's no reason to put extra pressure on this of, well, now I don't want to lose them, so put a ring on it. You're looking at it from the wrong perspective. You're not going to lose the one who's meant for you. Again, that's operating out of fear. Oh, well, I love them so much, I want them to be mine forever. If they're meant to be, they will be there. And the thing is, a lot of you are walking into a relationship, or I'm going to be honest, a lot of you are with this person currently where you guys are really good together. Like really good together. And it could be someone you grew up with from childhood and there was distance for many years, and again, something circled back around. I don't think this is someone you dated before, but I think it may have been someone, again, you knew in high school or college, or when you lived in that city for 3 years or whatever it is. You may have someone who you are already familiar with, they end up being your long-term person if you are seeking such. Good for you, Libra. This is so good. Like, your energy just feels warm and happy. So I hope you guys resonate with this. And and if you don't now, that's totally okay. But I hope you are able to manifest this, because it's really lovely energy. So, area of growth or focus, dream. Have a cup of tea in the garden and find yourself in a good book. I believe Gemini just got that one as well. And you do have a Gemini card here. So possibly a Gemini male for some of you. And then also you have patience. Wait for the fruit to ripen. Come on, Libra. Of all the cards to come out, that was the first thing. It's worth waiting for. Have patience. Just breathe. Just breathe. It's good to participate in activities that distract you from, like almost like the main goal, that it's just not budging because the fruit isn't quite ripe yet. That's sort of what I'm getting. Allow yourself to participate in activities and hobbies and games and whatever, work, responsibilities. So you're not just narrowly focused on this and only this, and I want this, and when is it coming? Because it's clouding it's clouding your clarity. How's that? I think you guys know what I'm trying to say, though. Like, if it's not meant to be, have faith that it's not meant to be, and look at it as a blessing that the universe is looking out for you. You will not have to force anything when the right one comes along. So if you're forcing it and you're texting someone day and night and they're not texting back and they're being hot and cold, probably not your person. Even your Sagittarius, right? You are going to hear all the videos about how Sagittarius loves their freedom and you can never capture them and this and that. When a Sagittarius chooses the person that they want to be with, a higher vibing Sagittarius will be extremely loyal and take care of you, right? So that's the thing. Don't let the stereotype of the zodiac, and I'm just giving you this purely as an example. I'm going to use extreme examples. Oh, Sagittarius, they're players. They're bachelors for life. It's going to be so hard to catch them, but I'm really going to try, right? Again, that's not going to be a thing with the right person. These are drastic stereotypes, right? Libra, ruled by Venus, money, materialistic, superficial. That's not you, is it? Right? Do you understand what I mean? Like, same with, Capricorn, earth signs. They're dull, they're boring, they're, whatever. The right one will not check all those boxes. If anything, those are stereotypes that we can utilize to understand people better. But then you have to dig deeper and get to know them beyond the surface level bullshit. I think it's saying don't fall in love with the surface level stuff. It's going to be so much deeper than that. Your relationship and knowledge about this person and their love language, it's meant to grow over time. Let it ripen. Patience. I love this message for you, Libra. Okay, let's talk about who or what is coming in. Again, this is roughly just for the month of February-ish, give or take a month or two. It says healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. I believe Virgo had this one too, so if you have strong Virgo in your chart, you might, right? Mercury, Venus maybe. This might be your message as well. And you also have quite literally the star of healing. So you may be healing issues with your I don't know, parents, your grandparents, your siblings, your children even, right? That's going to be a main focus for you in the coming month. But I know you guys are all about tell me those sexy Valentine's Day love messages. I can't neglect to tell you that's the first one that came out. So if you're asking for area of focus, that seems to be incredibly important because the energy is available to you to actually get some healing work done. Not just hope for it and wish for it. It seems like if you were to take action on this area of your life, you would see some very significant positive results. Wishes and dreams are coming true regarding family issues. And for some of you, it may even be, I'm just going to show you that card, right? I don't want to paint false hope. I mean, you definitely have a wedding card here, but I'm getting that some of you are arguing with your person about marriage. And the thing is, I just get the idea that for a lot of you, if you have already been in this relationship for a while, it's like you know you're going to marry them eventually, so don't be a nag. Like, when the timing is right, the timing is right, but why are you trying to force your person to do something when they're just not ready, or they want to save more money, or this or that? They may have a very logical, practical reason why they're waiting, especially if you're dealing with a Capricorn. You might need to be a little bit flexible. You might need to be a little bit patient. Especially healing family issues with the Aquarius is coming through very strong. If you don't have an Aquarius member that you're on the outs with or whoever, this is just quite saying wishes and dreams are coming true in your romantic life, as well as something possibly with an Aquarius romantically, sexually, physically, something like that. It might be an Aquarius who already has children from another marriage, or vice versa, if that is you. Yeah, you have to walk away from the one who doesn't treat you right, and spirit will reward you on the other end of that with someone who does. But you have to recognize it in yourself where you are settling for low vibrational people. Don't be afraid to 8 of Cups their ass. Walk away from what doesn't serve you. Or again, if this is a marriage that has plateaued, you need to spice it up. You need to move away from what used to light your fire. You need to stoke the fire and add new stuff to it to get that spark back, okay? Especially, yeah, Aquarius is coming through a lot with that. Okay. Messages. What's coming in for Libra in love? Libra, this is a good one. Do you agree? Does this feel good to you? Because I hope I'm doing it justice. I have to give you the truthful messages, but like, I don't have a lot of bad stuff to say. A lot of you have done some serious healing and shadow work, especially if you resonate with the sign of Aquarius personally. If you have like a moon in Aquarius or a Venus in Aquarius, whatever. I guess you wouldn't have a Venus in Aquarius. You know what I mean. If you've done some serious work, you're being rewarded. There are blessings on the other side. So if you're knee deep in the shadow work and it's getting really uncomfortable, good. That's how it's supposed to feel. Because again, once you push through those obstacles and boundaries, there's epiphany, there's enlightenment waiting on the other side for you. And there might just be a Leo. A Leo who is very magnetic. They're very, they love to touch you. Their language is touch. They're very physically interested in you. Again, there's a message here too, and it may or may not be with a Leo. The sign doesn't matter. In the past, it felt like you had to wrestle someone to the ground to get what you wanted out of them. That is not your approach to love anymore. This is not about fighting and forcing people into partnership. It's allowing it to happen organically. And again, if they're resisting it that much, then maybe that is your sign that it's not the one, right? Maybe that is the hope and prayers that you've been asking for is actually coming in a way that defies what you thought by wishing and hoping and praying and manifesting that they finally change their mind and come back to you. Maybe your prayers are being answered that they don't, so that someone else can come in who you don't have to fight with. It's easy. It's fun and it's easy. That's what this feels like. The littlest keys open the heaviest of doors. That feels like a spiritual lesson. That, dare I say, cheesy saying, when God closes a door, he opens a window. It feels like in the past, you guys got a door slammed in your face and you're just starting to realize, oh, there's a window there. That's so beautiful. Tell me about the Leo. 5 of Swords. I don't know if I love that. Okay, so there's a Leo in the past that either you're still thinking about them or they're still thinking about you. There was some words exchanged between you guys that were a little harsh and uncomfortable. Someone may have had a big ego or said something very condescending. This could have even been someone you had a family with or children with. So what's the outcome here? I mean, you're both still thinking about each other, so I'm going to say this. I can already tell. If you've both done a lot of maturing in terms of how you treat yourself in a relationship as well as your other, it's possible that you could end up going to couples counseling and therapy and learning to speak each other's love language more because you guys are sensitive but in different ways, so that's why you had trouble communicating with the Leo. But it's possible that there may be a dawning of a new day with this if you guys both truly want to make it work. Yeah, I think it's possible to try and bring this back together. I don't think it's going to be easy peasy. I don't think it's going to be smooth sailing. But if you are very dedicated to this may be with your Capricorn as well. It's possible if there was like trouble in paradise and maybe you took some time apart, and maybe this is just a small fight too, right? In the month of February, I think you guys could probably mend it, but I'm not sure if that's what your heart really wants. I'm hearing something like a stain on your record. Like, it's almost like you're looking at your dating life as like a track record. And it's like you want to go back and fix it so that you don't feel like it's awkward or uncomfortable, that you have to carry around baggage. But the thing is, I don't think you're in it in the long term with that. And I think it's you, Libra, who's kind of like, you want to go back to fix it for the sake of justice, my Libras out there. But yeah, my general vibe is that even if you were to rekindle it, I think you would either change your mind or again, you just want to revisit this to make peace so that it's not holding you back in love. All right, new message. Yeah. You may even hear from this person of the past who, again, there was a lot of arguments and conflict with them. It feels like you guys probably separated, but nonetheless, they're going to come back to you when you're already with someone else, which is not only super inconvenient, it's also kind of sneaky and maniacal. It's like, it seems like this is something you've been waiting on. I hope my person come back. So, I hope they message me. Will they ever reach out to me again? If you open up to the idea of letting yourself love again, you're going to meet someone so much better that by the time this asshole does come back, sorry, I said it, don't judge me, Libra, whoever, by the time this person comes back to message you, you're already with someone so much better, you wouldn't ever consider going back to them because you realize that there was a narcissism in the way they loved. They used you because they wanted the time and attention and the compliments. Like, they wanted what you provided to them, but they weren't ever willing or wanting to give much back to it until they see that you're with someone else and now they want what they can't have. The thing is, they're very determined. They're very determined to get it back, but I'm not saying you can't go back to this person, but what the cards are telling me is it would be a waste of all the healing work you've done to return back to people of the past who didn't treat you well. Could there be a Cinderella story? Did they completely change the ways that they used to love and now they're mature and high-vibing and healthy? Maybe, but if that's the case, why are they being presented with 5 of Swords, 5 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles? That says to me, mental head games, a lot of conflict, a lot of confusion, a lot of competition, and Pentacles juggling 2 people, options, decisions, not knowing where things fit in our life. So flat out, the person from the past who I think you've separated, but I think you're still you may romanticize them a bit. Maybe it was your first love, right? Even if they do come back, most of you will have already found partnership that is much more satisfying, that blows it out of the water. And even if they come back, I think it would be a lot of false promises. I don't think they would deliver on all the things you were hoping they became. Scorpio and Leo are coming up there. Possibly Aries. All right, let's get one more message and then we will wrap her on up. Thanks for your patience. I know I posted this a little bit later. I had an unexpected work call I had to jump on and they changed the time and I was like, oh, I was about to record Libra. So anyway, thanks for being patient. Oh, how perfect. That came out. And you were, right? The message still got to you when it was supposed to. It was divine timing. A lot of you, there's a maternal figure trying to reach out to you and connect to you. It could be someone who is no longer here in the 3D world. It could be a ancestor. It could be a relative who has recently passed. It's a more maternal energy, so grandmother, aunt, mother. That could be a family issue that you may work on healing spiritually, or it could be here in the 3D, in the flesh, right? If you have a mother who you are disassociated with or a turbulent relationship with, or it could be you and your child, if you are the mother, there's going to be healing there. There's opportunity to do it now, so as uncomfortable as it might be, you may want to immerse yourself in that energy of healing something with the mother because something very beneficial could come out of it sooner than later. Aquarius season, right? In fact, it may help to usher in partnership as well, like healing trauma with the mother or something like that. The Taurus, you may hold resentment towards a mother who got divorced and you feel like it messed up your childhood. Or something about a marriage. You hold a grudge about marriage. You should work on that. You may feel like you didn't have the best connection with your child because you yourself got a divorce and it felt like maybe the husband or whoever, your partner, had custody over the child, and so you feel like there's a gap there. Something about marriage. I'm hearing marriage kind of ruined a childhood. I don't know if that was your childhood or how you view it, but you might just want to work on that. Others of you are moving away from a marriage because you met this person when you were very young. I'm almost getting like junior high, kindergarten. Someone you've known since then, you may have married them just out of high school or something like that, and you come to realize, wow, that was 20 years ago. I'm not who I was when I was 15 years old. I've changed my mind, especially with the Taurus. You're allowed to, Libra. You can change your mind. That's okay. All right, so let me tell you about new love. You have new love with a Libra. Libra and Libra. How beautiful would that be? Is it? I don't know. I've never really looked that up. Libra and Libra. I mean, in theory, you know, that sounds like it's good. So you may have new love with a Gemini coming in. So here's the thing, Libra. Some of you, not all of you, some of you will have two offers coming in. One could be a person from your past who is at a distance. Doesn't have to be. One could be a Gemini who you need to bridge the gap with. One could be a brand new Gemini. There's other communication coming in, but it fizzles and then it starts up again. And then it fizzles and it starts up again. This feels very dating app to me. Like you connect and you have a great conversation and then there's crickets for 3 days. And then they come back. And here's the thing. It's not that you can't pursue this, but you're going to have to be very patient. And also you need to, I think in the grand scheme of things, you're being asked to read between the lines. The fact that it's very sporadic, the communication, well, what can you analyze? What can you draw just simply from knowing what you know already about that person? You know, you don't know too much. It's brand new, but you already know they're not great at maintaining conversation. Or if it's not that, right? Maybe you flat out know because they've told you, you know, I'm busy X amount of days of the week, but here are the days I'm free. So operate with the knowledge you have and use it to the best of your ability to venture down this path if you want to. But for most of you, if you're getting the intuitive feelings that this person doesn't seem to know what they want, and like I feel like they might be juggling me and someone else, even on a dating app, right? Before it's informal, right? You know, you guys aren't necessarily exclusive or committed. It's like you're feeling it out. Some of you deep down, you're not wanting to admit or acknowledge the fact that you kind of feel like they have someone else. This feels very new. This is not someone you've dated for 3 years, okay? You're probably right. So trust that intuition, trust that gut instinct. Again, you can choose to pursue it, but you're always going to be second banana, or however you say it. So I think universe is asking you to raise your vibe, bring it to 1. Make the difficult decision. So if this is you who has options and you're playing the field and you're stringing people along, I think universe's advice or guidance is, can we get it to 2? Like if we want this to be a healthy relationship, you know, set the scales right. 1 on each side, none of this third party stuff. And also don't chase after people who have other options. It's just not worth it. You're setting yourself up for disappointment. So there could be communication coming through with a Cancer, but they might be, So I kind of heard emotionally unstable. So don't get me wrong. I love me my Cancers. I got a lot of Cancer in my chart. You may be dealing with a Cancer who's going through a bit of a time. They've plateaued in terms of their romantic zest. It seems like they're settling or they're complacent or they don't want to lose the connection, but they just don't know what they want. So bear that in mind. There could be trouble up ahead with the Cancer. You do have really good vibes with a brand new Gemini, someone you've never met, you don't know them, you just connected on a dating app. There could be very good stuff coming in with a Gemini. And then let's throw some zodiac signs too. In terms of romantic love, I want to be very specific here. How do I want to phrase this? Okay, here's what we do. For Libras who are interested in the person of the past, show me their zodiac sign if there's some confirmation that something may pan out in a positive way. People of the past that Libra are thinking about, what zodiac signs may come back around to in a positive vibe. Too many cards. I can't take this many cards. Like half the pile fell. People from the past, Libra's thinking about who could there be a positive reconciliation or peace offering with. All right, we'll take those. Aries and Capricorn. And this one's tilted. And Leo. Okay. A lot of those signs came out here too. So in terms of brand new love, who or what is coming in a positive vibration for Libra. Someone who would contribute positively to their life. No head games, no bullshit. Positive vibrations for Libras looking for love. New love. No one from the past. Who wants to come out there? Okay, we'll take that one. Sagittarius, Virgo, and Taurus. All right, so definitely kind of some major arcana have confirmed that as well. I didn't see Aquarius come out with these purple cards, but I guarantee you Aquarius is important here. So if it's not an Aquarius person romantically, it could be a spirit guide, a family member, or a timestamp of Aquarius season. A lot of my Libras are going to meet another Libra or a Gemini in Aquarius season, and there could be some passionate romance up ahead for you. All right, Oracle card for Libra. This has been long, huh? Oh, okay. Oracle card for Libra. Something Libra needs to hear right now. Something they can interpret if it fits into their life. Ooh, did you see that? I love when they shoot out like that. Play, have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. There's your Three of Cups energy, right? Live in the moment. Enjoy it for what it is now. Don't project onto it what you want it to be or what it could be. What is it now? Do you enjoy it? Good. Hang out with that person. Do more of that. And then it says Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. So confirmations for some of you working as a light worker or doing something like that. I just heard sex worker as I said that. Ugh, I'm not going to touch that. This also feels like a divine spirit trying to communicate with you. It could be a father, a mother. I don't know. And it could even be, it says sisterhood. It could even be a sibling, but I would say this. This feels much bigger than just your sister calling you up. By all means, if that's what you want and that's what you're manifesting, a peace offering with your sister, cool, do it. Or your group of girlfriends. This feels like someone who's I'm hearing heaven. That might be something you always say, like, oh, they're up in heaven looking down on me. You're right, they are. This is someone from in the spiritual world who's sending you beautiful communication and healing energy. So I don't know, immerse yourself in that. What are they trying to tell you, Libra? I don't know. It's up for you to find out. But they're wanting to be seen in that card. So. Someone who had a very deep bond with a sisterhood. It could even be a best friend who has since passed. And I don't predict death, right? But something about that seems very relevant. All right, one love oracle card, Spirit. I'm only going to take one. So if 3 fall out, I'm just going to read the top one or whatever turns over. For Libra, wise words of romantic wisdom from who? What celebrity or famous person in history? For Libra. What does Libra need to hear at into this reading? They're not talking. That's all you get, kid. Henry VIII. That makes me think of Ghost. Have you guys seen that movie with Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore? And he sings that song to annoy her because, oh my God, Libra, that's so perfect. Instantly, I know what that's saying. Okay, so there's this whole story. You don't have to see the movie. It doesn't matter. Patrick Swayze, Demi Moore, they end up together, but they retell the story of how when they first met, he would sing this song to annoy her to get her to go out with him. And I mean, I'm just saying it worked. But that whole thing of like, don't nag them, more or less, that's what I'm saying. You can do it in a playful way, right? That's fine, right? Singing that annoying song to get them to date you, yeah, that's cool. I mean, don't be a crazy person about it. But do you know what I mean? Like, this is a lighthearted message. If you have to force and struggle and it's making you feel like shitty and depressed trying to force something to happen, that's not the one to hold on to. There's playful banter. I hate that term, that witty banter. But I did say it, I think, in Aquarius's reading, too. Something about that is very beautiful for you. Anyway, I'm going to read this oracle card. Sorry, but he sings the song, I'm Henry VIII, I am. It's ridiculous and funny. Anyway, here we go. Act like a gentleman and you will feel like a king. A rose has thorns. Cultivate kinder flowers. Loving a great deal means sacrificing a great number. All right, Henry VIII. Go watch Ghost. Oh, the feels. All the feels. Patrick Swayze was a Leo, and I think Demi Moore is a Scorpio. Anyway, I'm just throwing out those for fun. What is Whoopi Goldberg? Is she... Somebody out there knows this. I can hear you guys telling me. Whoopi Goldberg, I feel like she is... I always think she's Taurus, but I think she's actually Scorpio. Anyway, you tell me. Go tell me what Whoopi Goldberg is in the comments. All right, that's what I got for you, Libra. Happy Valentine's Day. Remember to love and honor and respect yourself first and foremost. I will see you next Thursday for more tarot readings. Bye, guys.